Imagine one person hit more than 15 people and killed 9 of them in less than 15 minutes. And imagine he drew a sketch of the building. Imagine this building was a school, and the people who were killed were children, and the person who shot was just a boy aged 13 years in his school. This happened on Wednesday, May 3, 2023, in the Serbian capital of Belgrade. Shockingly, the boy had reportedly planned the attack in advance and even sketched out his plans on crumpled pieces of paper, which officials displayed at a press conference. First, reports of the shooting emerged not long after students arrived to begin the day at Vladislav Ribnikar Elementary School, a well-known institution in Vračar, an upscale area of the Serbian capital. Panicked parents rushed to the scene. 7 girls and 1 boy were killed, alongside the security guard, Belgrade's police chief Veselin Milic said at a press conference. A female student with French nationality was among those killed on Wednesday, said the French Foreign Ministry. Serbia's Ministry of Internal Affairs said a further 6 children and 1 teacher were hospitalized. The suspect opened fire in a history classroom because it was near the school's entrance, he added. He killed the security guard first, then went to another classroom where he shot some of his schoolmates, Milic said. The teenager then telephoned the police and waited for arrest in the schoolyard. Despite his heinous actions, the boy called the police himself after the shootings. The alleged shooter was later filmed being taken from the school in handcuffs with a jacket over his head and wearing blue skinny jeans. He was flanked by police officers and driven away in an unmarked police car. According to Serbia's Interior Minister Bratislav Gazic, the boy brought 2 guns from home. The parent had several pieces of weapon and kept them locked up. The safe had a code. Obviously, the kid had the code as soon as he managed to get hold of those 2 guns. And 3 frames full of 15 bullets each. Milic, the police chief, said the boy had a 9mm pistol, a small caliber pistol in a bag, and 4 Molotov cocktails. The suspect's father and mother were also arrested, according to Serbian officials, who added that it was known that the father had previously visited a shooting range with his son, whose age was first given as 13. The prosecutor's office said the father was ordered to be detained for up to 48 hours on suspicion of having committed the criminal offense of serious offenses against general security. The 13-year-old suspect would be placed in a special psychiatric institution, Serbia's President Aleksandar Vučić said, adding that the shooting suspect did not show remorse. The Education Minister, Branko Ružić, declared 3 days of mourning, and the Health Minister, Danica Grujičić, a neurosurgeon, wept as she called the events perhaps the most horrifying experience I have had as a doctor and as a human being. The pupil described the suspect as a quiet guy who looked friendly. She said he had good grades, but we didn't know much about him. He was not so open with everybody. Indeed, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Mass shootings in Serbia and the wider Balkan region are sporadic. None have been reported at schools in recent years. In 2013, a Balkan War veteran killed 14 people in the central Serbian village of Velika Ivanka. Serbia has stringent gun laws, and authorities have issued several amnesties for owners to hand in or register illegal guns. Still, experts have warned repeatedly about the danger of hundreds of thousands of illicit weapons left in the region after the wars and civil unrest of the 1990s. There was shock. There was grief. Some crossed themselves. Most stood in stunned, quiet contemplation. People lit candles and laid crisp white lilies around a tree and in a public square. Parents placed their dead child's favorite candy bars at a makeshift shrine as molten candle wax trickled and dried down the sidewalk. But for Serbs, there was nothing familiar about this other than an echo of what they had seen play out elsewhere, mainly in the United States. And within hours, There were decisive moves to legislate to control gun ownership and even how to prosecute those responsible for gun crimes when they are so young. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić took to the air to announce 10 significant proposals. Among them, the Serbian president proposed a 2-year moratorium on firearms licenses and additional checks on those who already own them. Furthermore, there are proposals that shooting ranges will be under increased scrutiny on how they operate and will be banned for minors and ex-convicts. There are 765,000 guns registered in the country, including 232,310 pistols and revolvers, according to Vučić. The government said in the statement that it had decided to halt issuing of licenses to weapon holders. The Justice Ministry will prepare changes to the criminal law to prosecute those who enable access to weapons to children. The government has tasked the Justice Ministry to change the legislation to lower the age for criminal punishment to 12 from the current 14 and organize groups of experts to counter peer violence in schools, the statement said. It also said it would set up a working group for the safety of children on the internet that will consider banning certain sites. The government will also change legislation within 1 month to enable schools to test students for drugs and alcohol, the statement added. The rare and possibly unprecedented event in a nation with strict firearms laws yet high levels of gun ownership sent shockwaves through the local community and beyond. In conclusion, the possession of weapons is a complex issue that involves various legal, ethical, and moral considerations. While others believe that it poses a significant risk to public safety and should be tightly regulated or even banned. Regardless of one's stance on this issue, it is essential to recognize the potential dangers that come with the possession of weapons and the need for responsible ownership. This includes following all relevant laws and regulations, taking appropriate safety measures, and seeking proper training and education to ensure that weapons are used responsibly. Only through a respectful and constructive dialogue can we hope to address the complex issues surrounding the possession of weapons in a meaningful way. In conclusion, you can share your opinion on this issue and inform us of the gun possession laws in your country. Thank you for watching my channel and joining me every week for new and exciting stories. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to stay updated on future tales.